Well, hello, good people. How are you guys doing today? I am doing. Wait a minute. I didn't even put the dang on thing up. Yeah, gotta excuse me for a minute. Sometimes I forget. Hold on. I hope y'all having a wonderful day today. My day is going pretty well, actually. I think I might have figured out the third part of, not figured out like I didn't already have it drawn out, like the concept was there, but you know, getting it from the concept to an actual physical thing is, one thing or another. And yes, so I think I figured it out today. I do. I really do. I think I figured it out. I have to, I'm tired. So I jumped off so I can jump on here. And yes, I'm that confident to where I'm going to deal with it tomorrow because I have enough time tomorrow. It's only so many hours in a day, and I'm not gonna burn myself out. Plus, I've been kind of working on this for on and off almost 3 years now. So yeah. So did you guys hear about Diddy? Did y'all hear that Diddy might be getting a pardon soon? Let me pull my little slideshow up to give y'all something to look at. Hey Keisha, hey Gucci, one or two. I don't know which Gucci man it is. But yeah, it's listen, it's a lot going on in the internet. It is a lot going on in the internet. But first, let me tell y'all. So I had a meeting today with a guy who works at a company because I am like done. Like when I test this out, if this work, I'll be done. And so I was talking with the guy, and he was like, what do you need us to do for you? Because it seems like you really just doing it all yourself. And I was just like, I know, like I just need so I've refined it as much as possible, but I know it's not ready to go to a manufacturer. So I need that middleman to go in and clean up the caddy. If you know how to do that, let me know. Um, but yeah, that stuff is like hellified expensive. You know what I'm saying? They trying to come for the girl pockets and stuff, but I want to get this done. I've talked to different people along the way, while I've been on this inventor's journey. And so I've been quoted different prices. And sometimes when you hear a price, you think, whoa, that's high. But then when you start talking to people and meeting, you realize that wasn't a bad price that they gave you. They actually was giving you a pretty good deal. So, sometimes it takes for you to get, hit upside the head. I haven't, spent any money with an outside person yet because, like I said, I've been refining it myself to try to get it to the best that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Because, because if I would have just went with somebody and been doing this, I would have probably been paying a whole bunch just for the idea, just getting it to work. So I just wanted to make sure that when I met with the person, I had a working prototype and the STL files so that they can just do whatever they need to do to touch it. Like if anything, I might ask them if needed, can you make this retractable or not or something like that. But other than that, I need them to get it like mold ready and stuff like that because that's what the factory or the manufacturer would need. So that's where I am at with that. So I am excited about that. I'm starting to get nervous. I am starting to get nervous. But I will survive, Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. But anyway, so we're going to move on and I'm going to talk about your reverend. So, the mega pastor Marvin Wayans, he rebuked the woman for only donating $1,200. Now, I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but I'm going to let you hear because I'm going to play it for you. But let me just go ahead on because when I saw this, I was completely disgusted. So Pastor Marvin Wine goes viral again, this time for scolding a church member over their $1,200 donation. Now, the pastor Marvin Wayans is back in the headlines, and once again, it's not for his music. The Detroit mega pastor. Why a lot of pastors are in Detroit? And then Detroit at one point was like, how do we call them? Men of leisure? Wasn't that like a lot of, wasn't that the area where it was a lot of men of leisure? You know? And if we put that in the context, follow me, people. Just follow, just come along. If the man of leisure flips over to the man of the cloth, follow with me, church. Follow with me. Then you would naturally assume that the woman of the night turns into the lady of the day. You know what I mean? The Sunday lady. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, when you can't sell the, you start selling plates. You know what I mean? You heard that before? If you ain't heard before, you heard it here. So yeah, the Detroit mega pastor who went viral back in March after demanding that ushers lock the church doors until his congregation came up with $40,000 is trending again. This time for shaming a church member who didn't meet his donation request. In a clip making the rounds on social media, Pastor Winans can be seen addressing a member of his congregation who had just given $1,200 and I think $1,238 during offering time. But instead of celebrating the contribution, he snatched, look, he took the mic and said something that the church folks' jaws dropped to the floor. Let me let y'all hear it.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235.
My bad, it was $235. But yeah, $1,235.
And receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm working on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
I'm going to let you hear it again because I know you shocked because you ain't hear it through because I had stopped it. But I'm going to let you hear it again because I want you to be just as appalled as I was.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm working on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Everybody in that church needs to go in and really seek help, therapy and help. Because if you think that that's okay, you really got a problem. According to the viral footage, Winans told the congregation that he had asked for $2,000, not $1,200, implying that the member's gift fell short. Of course, he visibly rebuked the woman, then turned his back on her and walked away in disgust. But he didn't give her money back. You hear me? And then in what fans are calling another money over ministry moment, he used the opportunity to tell the church about obedience and giving and sacrifice. Social media wasn't feeling it. One person tweeted, "You don't humiliate people who give. That's not ministry." Another person wrote, at this point, the church offering is starting to look like a reality show challenge. I don't disagree with that at all. Back in March, Media Takeout reported that another pastor, Marvin, went viral for ordering ushers to lock the doors until the church raised $40,000. That clip sparked outrage, with many accusing him of holding people hostage for tithes. And I'll let you guys hear that audio.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online.
I would have clicked off immediately
mine. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I actually think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife, Melinda P. Sapp, was alive.
All right, that's enough of that because I don't need you to tell me about when, because prices were the same when your wife was alive. You say your late wife, how long has she been dead? Rest her soul, okay? So Snap later defended himself, claiming that the video was taken out of context, saying he only locked the doors for safety of the givers and those handling the money. Wow, okay. But now another video has surfaced showing him calling out a member who donated the $1,200. Like, really? Now, what are we gonna say that that's taken out of context too? Marvin's Winans may be an award-winning gospel icon, but he's starting to build a reputation for turning the pulpit into a paywall. One thing for sure, the congregation might want to keep their wallets and their cell phones ready next Sunday because this is getting ridiculous. I don't know what y'all would have did. I personally would have left. I don't care. And as soon as you would have stopped me, I would have cut up. You hear me? Cut up. Y'all would have been like, y'all seen what she did in that? Yep. Cut up. You see how they let her up out of there, didn't you? You see how they open up them doors, huh? Oh, okay. Because what you're not going to do is tell me what I'm going to do with my money. Now, you do whatever you want with your money, but you're not about to tell me what I'm about to do with my money. Now, if I can only give $1,235, I can only give $1,235. If I could give $1,250, I probably would have. But guess what? I couldn't afford to give you that extra $15 just to make it an even $1,250. So for me to go, I'm not scrambling up $800. That sounds like something that a man of leisure would tell the woman of night when she coming in. This ain't enough. You need to get out there and get me some more. How you gonna get it? I don't care. Just go and get it. You gonna turn your back on that woman. You know what? And then she got her son with her. What kind of example are you setting for that child that's watching you degrade his mother like that in front of these people because you need, and then you got on an expensive watch. These people crazy. I don't understand. I really don't. I really, really don't. Like, why would you be giving your money to somebody that really don't care whether or not your lights get turned on or not? I would have said, sir, I got to pay a light bill. And no, I don't have faith like that. I have reality. And reality is groceries are $50 for eggs, bread, and some tuna. That's it. $50 for all three of those items. Bread, tuna, and eggs. It's expensive out here. Speaking of expensive, no holds barred Barbie. Here we go with Nicki. I love Nicki. You listen, you can't tell me nothing outside of her husband. You can't tell me nothing, okay? So Nicki Minaj takes aim at Keyshia Ka'Oir in her latest online rant. She says she keeps her husband sedated. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I said the same thing too when I seen that interview on the Breakfast Club. I said, that dude seemed like he a hostage. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, it's kind of like two parts, right? Like, one, I talked about this already, but one, I see that, she loved the man and she want to be there with him thick and thin, ups and downs, all that, right? The vows, take him serious. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Like, you have women that they're a ride or die. Your good times and your bad times, I'm here for you, I'm there for you. It is, you know what I'm saying? Steady with it. However, it's only so much I'm going to take. It's only so much I'm going to take. It's only so many words you're going to say to me. It's only so many ways you're going to snap at me and I'm going to be blaming this disorder. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave it at that because you're not pretty mansion. All kinds of nuts and craziness going on in the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Just all kind. You like, oh, look how they got this beautiful mansion. They traveling and got all this diamonds and all this, and he back there telling her, I hate you, calling her the worst of the worst that she's ever been called, just degrading her down. Yeah, maybe that's when she was looking real skinny. That's why you shouldn't be judging people when they be going through their weight changes and stuff, because you really never know what people have going on. Now, I could judge you off what you do, like you dating this guy, you dating that guy, and you're married. I could judge that, but especially being a woman, our weights fluctuate so much. You never know what it could be. You know what I'm saying? It could be a thyroid issue. It could be hypertension. It could be diabetes. Just like with men, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So you should just, it could be the C word. It could just be anything. So you should just be cautious whenever uh, talking about people, or especially how they look. You get what I'm saying? It's just, because it could be you. People forget the shoe could get on your foot. So Nicki Minaj just unlocked a new target in her latest edition of Online Rants. Leave it to Nicki. I be looking forward. I don't know. I look forward. I seen this TikTok where the girl was like, you don't beef with Barbs because you never know who and where they are. You know what I mean? They just come out of the middle of nowhere. And she was saying like she had this coworker and they were real good friends or whatever. And she made a comment one day like under a post and he just read her for filth, baby. And she was like, oh my bad. I didn't even. She was like they just get activated. Hey child, let me see. So the Roman revenge rapper has been frequently, you know, um, visiting the X site, right? Because she had that issue with Cardi B. Then she was going back and forth. Nope, because she didn't even address JT. She was just yeah, okay. And Jay Z, she was aiming stuff at Jay Z, but yeah, but he never responded. JT tried to jump into the beef, but they both kind of just blocked her out. Ain't that sad? Like when you trying to include yourself in some beef, and they just like, girl, I ain't even that mad to even. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not even that mad. Like I'm mad, but I ain't even that mad to bring you into it because you just benefit too much off of this. I'm gonna pay you dust, But let's see. Oh, okay. So y'all know she been over there on X, which seemingly started in the midst of her nemesis Cardi B's rollout. Now she's slamming another woman in the industry, taking aim at Gucci Mane's wife Keyshia Ka'Oir. Now, following their joint interview, about the rapper's mental health, the married couple appeared on the Breakfast Club this week, where Keisha opened up about helping to manage Gucci's episodes while dealing with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Now, the rapper also spoke on apologizing to other rappers, including Nicki, after he got out of jail, insisting his mental health was the reason he burned so many bridges back in the day. Now, despite the couple bravely opening up about Gucci's mental health, Nicki took this opportunity to slam Ka'Oir, claiming the model and entrepreneur is trying to be her. In quote, Nicki said on X, Gucci's wife has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Debbie Anthony. That's his mom. No, Debbie's not that was his old manager. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. Charlamagne the Fraud, Jay-Z's friend and business associate, using iHeartRadio for these disgusting ploys against innocent families. He was around Wendy before her life went to hell. The buck stops here, baby. Bookmark this tweet. That's what she said, child. So then Nicki went on to issue a warning to anyone who may be considering going against her, writing, y'all really do not understand who I really am. Bring it. Let's play. Y'all want attention? Let's do it. LAPD, where's the evidence of my home being swatted with a toddler inside 4 times? Guns drawn, Republic records, stand up for me any effing day now. You'll regret it. That's what she said, child. That is what she said. Then she went on to say, sorry to all the aspiring artists slash young superstars in the making. You are not on the radio being interviewed because the agenda needs to be pushed first. If you can't see what's happening, may you be forever cursed. You're already blind. Now you're cursed too. Oh, dang. I don't even know if I should have read that out loud. Then her latest rant comes after Keyshia Ka'Oir explained on the Breakfast Club how she helps Gucci when he suffers from his schizophrenic episode. She states, I have a system. I take his app off his phone. First thing I do is delete Instagram. I delete everything. I even got to change his password. I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you don't know about any other episodes since September 13th. That's because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. I control everything at home. And now before the episode come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one. Now, I just think that's just a little bit too much micromanaging. I do. I think that's just a little bit too much micromanaging and stuff like that. That I would feel personally, I feel as though that would cause you to not want to be with a person because you have to keep him sedated. You're deleting, and I think the problem came, I think it was when he got out and I think sometimes people feel obligated because you've done so much. And I know it's more women who, you know, feel more obligated, and then the guys sometimes, let them down. But in on this side, I think Gucci was just he felt so obligated and so trusting of her, and she was able to get in there. And now it's like you're in you're in there in the get out space, and you just can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get out because she probably has power of attorney of everything, controlling all the money that's coming in, to the point where, like, at one point she was, he was bragging, she was bragging about her doing everything, and he doesn't have to do anything, she takes care of everything, to where now it's inconvenient. Like, what if he wanted to leave her? You know what I'm saying? Everything is in her name. She know where everything is at. So you're trapped. You're trapped. So it is what it is, and hopefully it doesn't turn into anything detrimental to either one of their health. You know. So the rapper also spoke on the 2013 rant. I went over that yesterday because I'm trying to stay consistent. And if you still here, please like and share, subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But now let's get to Diddy. So now they talking about Diddy could be getting pardoned soon. So they say Diddy may be coming home soon. Trump reportedly considering commuting his sentence, and family flies into New York. It looks like Sean Diddy Combs may be a free man again, and very soon. Media Takeout has learned that Diddy's legal team and family are preparing for what could be a major early release after reports surfaced that Donald Trump is considering commuting Diddy's federal sentence. Multiple people close to the Combs family tell that Diddy's loved ones are already in motion. His mother, Janice Combs, who has been living in Miami with the two sons, have flown to New York, where insiders say she's awaiting her son's possible release. And that's not all. Diddy's twins are expected to arrive in New York City today, which they probably already arrived earlier, along with other close family members. Everyone's flying in. One insider spilled they were told to be ready. Something big is happening and soon. Now, yesterday, multiple outlets reported that Donald Trump is actively considering a commute. He's thinking of communing Diddy's sentence. Sources close to the former president said that Trump has been reviewing several high-profile clemency cases, and that Diddy is one of those top names on the list. Now, Diddy's legal team has been in communications with Trump insiders, or well, his inner circle, making the case that the Bad Boy founder's sentence was too harsh and that he deserves another shot at redemption. Now, he could come out and do whatever he want, but he'll never be the same in the public's eyes, so it don't even matter. Y'all remember what Sloan Bella said? He ain't gonna go to jail in the context, right? Because he went to jail, but long term, he's not gonna go to jail. But his shadow is gone. Like that veil that he had of a good guy and a guy you want to be around, and put Diddy name on it, and it's gonna move units and make money. Oh, that's gone. I don't even, if you even doing business with him, I don't even want it. That's me. You can do whatever you want, but I'm not about to. The same reason why. Let me keep that to myself. Anyway, so while nothing has been officially confirmed by the White House or the Bureau of Prisons, people in Diddy's camp are extremely optimistic that something will break this week. Y'all know excuse me, y'all know I'm gonna be watching, right? Okay. This family believes he'll be home. His family believes he'll be home soon. They're not saying much, but everyone's on standby. If this goes through, This would mark one of the biggest celebrity clemency moves in recent memory, and possibly the start of a massive comeback for Diddy, who's been in prison since 2024, since the 2024 conviction of the Mann Act charges, because he was still convicted. At the end of the day, so you got freed early. You're supposed to do 6 months. You only did a day. Okay, you still got charged. Okay, so we're still going with that, right? If Trump really signs off on this, it could send shockwaves through the entertainment industry, and social media would absolutely explode. Love him or hate him, Diddy remains one of the most powerful and controversial figures in hip hop history. And if he walks free, you already know he's got something major planned next. And only the pick-me's will support him. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. All the women who say, "Well, they wanted it, they were there, they were the listen." We all know, well, anyway, people gonna believe and say what they want. They gonna believe and say what they want. Now, I did want to talk about Milagro, but I am going to wait on that because I haven't been able to get confirmation about this lawsuit with her and two guys that used to subscribe to her back in 2023. They had like some little, hold on a second. Come here, Fifi. Come here, Fifi. Got a little bone in the mouth. I had to get it up out of there. But they had a some type of event. She would do like some type of annual event and have her subscribers or whatever come there. And reportedly, it was an incident that took place between a married couple, and it was some type of somebody breaking into the room and picking a lock and something else. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, so I just wanted to say that. So we're done. But I thank you guys for clicking on, and please share, like, and subscribe. I'm up to 4 followers on Twitch. So I am moving on up, child. Don't judge me, baby. Judge yourself, baby. Don't judge me. But no, I really do want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later. Adios.